Good morning, my friends. Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you today to talk a bit about Andor. That's right, Disney Plus's latest installment in the Star Wars pantheon, I guess you could call it. And you know what? I was going to do a much more thorough review, but I thought it's a really quick review to give you my thoughts on it. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. I've not liked the majority of what Disney has been doing with Star Wars. The exception probably being Mandalorian. Other than that, I really not liked. I've watched it all, but do I like it all? Nah, not really. It's kind of just there. You know what? So far, 3 episodes in, I'm kind of digging on Andor. And I think you should give it a shot. If you're kind of like me, I'm not that excited anymore when these things are coming out. It dropped yesterday. I didn't watch it first thing. I waited till the evening to watch it. My wife and I sat down and watched it. My kids didn't even want to watch it. They've kind of given up on the Star Wars thing to the guy, Dad, it's, and then there's this malaise that's going on now in the Star Wars fandom. And it's because of the inconsistency and the lack of direction, I think, that they're currently in. But out comes the first 3 episodes of Andor. And I have to say, I was really impressed. I kind of liked it. What did I like about it? I liked all the characters. There was not one character that I was waiting for a Reva character to show up, someone who I just despise or couldn't stand. No, they were all pretty good characters. The plot is moving along nicely. If you just watch the first episode, you're going to be completely like, what's going on here? I think you have to watch all 3 episodes to really get a feel for what's going on. If you go watch the first 35-minute episode, it kind of leaves you like, what's going on here? So you really need to watch all 3 episodes. Diego Luna as Andor again, he's doing a great job. Skarsgård's in there. He's fantastic. A lot of character actors, British and Scottish. Lots of British and Scottish actors in this series. I think it was filmed in Europe, and that would make sense. Lots of accents. And you know what? Not any Star Wars music at all, which I was listening to John Campea yesterday, and they're talking about the lack of Star Wars. Actually, it was one of the earlier episodes, and they were talking about the lack of Star Wars music in the Star Wars series. Well, guys, there is no Star Wars music in this. And in a way, I kind of liked it. I was kind of shocked. I was shocked I liked it. It's its own thing, you know what I mean? And you're in the Star Wars universe. What I really appreciate? There's gonna be some spoilers here, guys. Not a lot. I'm just gonna talk a couple little things. Always do our heroes fight stormtroopers, and they're not fighting. They're fighting a whole different security force, which I really appreciated. We don't see stormtroopers, which is great. We see another group of antagonists, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Are we going to get the stormtroopers? Probably we will, but there was no need to throw them in right away. We don't see a lot of the Star Wars iconography that we usually see. All the fan service we see in the other shows, we're not seeing in this. There are recognizable things. I mean, we didn't see any astromech droids, which was awesome. We saw droids, but not astromech droids, and we see creatures, lots of creatures too. So yeah, you know what? I'm not sure where the show is going. I mean, I really don't know, but I'm excited to see where it does go. And the characters they've brought to us so far, I'm really digging. So I hope they can continue with it. And it's got a maturity to it that I really appreciate as well. That's another thing too. And I heard that was going to be the case earlier on, that it was going to be a much more mature look at Star Wars, or a much more mature story. And so far I'm getting that. The violence is there. Some of the mature elements are certainly in place. I don't want to go into too much details. Again, I don't want to give away a lot, so I won't say it. But it doesn't have that. Look, Kenobi was a mess. I'm sorry, it was a mess. If you liked it, that's great. I thought it was an absolute mess. And Boba Fett was a total mess, like a complete disaster. Train wreck. They had these characters. Maybe these characters are too big for them. Maybe it's too big to do it's too big to do a Boba Fett series. Maybe it's too much to ask to do a Ben Kenobi series. Maybe it's just too much of an ask to get it right. There's too much riding on those characters' shoulders. They're such iconic figures, you know, but a Cassian Andor is not. And I think that really helped. I think it helped that we don't know much about this guy. Yeah, we saw him in Rogue One, and he was kind of not a very nice character in that. And he's not a nice character in this so far either, really. He's kind of he's a lost soul, right? And I think it's fun to learn about new characters in this universe. And seeing that, I really do believe now that perhaps, and I've heard other pundits say this, perhaps it's time to let the Skywalkers go. Let them go. Let the Skywalker side of the universe go away. Bye. No more Han Solos, no more Boba Fett's, no more Luke Skywalker, no more Yoda, you know, let it go. And just focus on some new characters, interesting characters, or side characters. We got Mon Mothma in this. She's coming up. You see her right there in the middle. We're going to see more about her character here. And that's fine because she was a side character. But, you know, maybe talk about Skywalker, you mention them or mention the Jedi or whatever, but just don't focus on these characters anymore. Maybe so much has been done with these characters now that we don't need to see any more stories with them, because I'll tell you what we're getting is just not there. Anyways, guys, again, I told you it was going to be a very, very quick bloob. I give it thumbs up so far. 3 episodes in, I'm excited to see what's coming next. And I did not feel that way with Kenobi or Boba Fett for that matter. I did not feel that at all. I haven't felt this good about a series since Mandalorian. So please, Star Wars gods, make sure it keeps the landing. You know, I'll talk about She-Hulk really quick. I've given up on it. I'm done. It's just getting progressively worse. So I'm done with it. Like, I'm going to watch it, but I'm not going to run off to watch it and do reviews. The show is just, it's not there, man. And this one finally is. So if you want a good Disney Plus show to get into, check out Andor. Give the first and sit down and watch all 3 episodes. Make sure you give yourself an hour and a half to watch all 3, because I think you need that to get into it. All right, guys, that's it for me. What did you think about Andor? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd like to see what you think about it too. Am I the only one? I have purposely not listened to any reviews yet. You know, there's going to be haters. There's going to be people like me that appreciate it, but I just kind of stayed away from it. That my own thoughts on it. I really like it so far. It's got a great atmosphere to it. We see lots of different things we haven't seen before, and I like that we're not seeing stuff that we expect to see in a Star Wars movie all the time. The only one thing I did see that I recognized was a Y-wing fighter. I saw a Y-wing fighter. That's all I saw that really, you know, stood out to me as something from the original series. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Have a fantastic day. I'll be back later on today for another CGC unboxing. Another 25 books arrived, so hope you come back for that at 8:30 tonight. Until then, have a good rest of your day. Have fun at work. That's where I'm going. Bye for now.